Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, William Ruto is currently facing a lot of challenges running his government and also running his party. Rigathi Gachagua has declared war with anybody who is planning to impeach him. And at the same time, Rigathi Gachagua has stated that he is not afraid of being impeached. In fact, what he said, if I may get him right, is that he was elected by the people of Mount Kenya. I want you to understand this point very well. That is why I partly agree with Kimani Ichung'wah when he literally called Rigathi Gachagua a villager. You know what he meant? I know he meant that Rigathi is always only in Mount Kenya. So I'd like to take you to this story, ladies and gentlemen, because there is a session in Citizen TV where MATHENGE, the Nyeri Member of Parliament, who was accused of financing an impeachment motion against Rigathi Gachagua.
The impeachment motion only exists in the head of the Deputy President and his supporters. I am in Parliament. I have not been approached by any member of Parliament to append a signature to any intention of impeaching him.
I want to take you to an explosive video that I've just picked from Citizen TV's debate. You will be very interested in this debate and what's going on there. But before you get there, please like this video. It's so important if you like this video. I'm so grateful for everyone who has been liking our videos. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed before. And to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. MATHENGE came under sharp criticisms from the people who are in Rigathi Gachagua's side. Someone at one particular time thought or said that MATHENGE was being sent by the other faction of Ruto to try to destabilize Rigathi Gachagua's politics, especially in Nyeri County. We all know that Rigathi Gachagua has a huge political force in Mount Kenya. It's not easy to just unseat him because Rigathi has realized that if he's not careful, he's going to be ousted by someone within Mount Kenya, especially someone like Ndindi Nyoro, someone like Kithure Kindiki. So that's why you find that 99% of Rigathi's time are always spent in Mount Kenya.
I am in Parliament. I have not been approached by any member of Parliament to append a signature to any intention of impeaching him. I have not proposed myself. I have not initiated collection of signatures towards his impeachment. It is a figment of his imagination and his supporters. I had the Speaker of the Nyeri County Assembly ask me in a funeral to state my position about an impeachment that apparently had been planned at night in some place in Nairobi. I challenged him to come back to the podium and name the date, the time, and the venue, and the owner of the property where this impeachment was discussed. He declined. Proverbs 28 says, the wicked flee when no man is pursuing them. Are these people guilty of something? Is their conscience disturbing them? And as I said, since no impeachment will happen on the streets of Nyeri town, since no signatures will be collected on in the market in Nyeri town, the law is clear. There is a constitutional provision for impeachment, including of the president. His own brother was brought for impeachment in the Senate. Senator Wabora, Senator Sonko, Senator Babayao, Senator Kawera.
You mean governor?
Yes, the governors.
Yep.
They have all, about 5 or 6 of them, have been before the Senate on impeachment. It is not a crime to impeach a person who is elected in this country. It is provided for in the Constitution. So what is driving this imagination in the DP's mind And in the minds of his supporters, they are the ones initiating the discussion. On whose behalf is Mutahi Kahiga speaking about impeachment? He's not the one, he's not the subject.
So before we get further on this analysis, I want to take you to something here. There's a video that has been shared by Honorable Katiwa, someone calling himself Honorable Katiwa. And now this is an X-handle. So let me just take you through this tweet, because there's a video that has been shared which is exposing Rigathi Gachagua. And let me just take you through this tweet. This is the convoy of Rigathi Gachagua of over 52 top-range SUVs bought, maintained, and fueled by overtaxed Kenyans. Then the guy always speaks about Murima as if it's only Murima that pays taxes. Well, there's a video here that has been shared.
Angalia vile tunatani hapo. Angalia tukutani hapo. Wale amefichwa naona. Hao ni wanahabari. Wada uko nyuma hajaingia. Gari hapo iko katikati. Hapo hapa. Gachagua. Kana shanga na
Why have I chosen to bring this tweet? Because there is someone somewhere said that Rigathi is now looking aggrieved, creating impressions of him being impeached. You know, that's a narrative. The person who was reacting back then was saying that Rigathi is creating a narrative which does not exist. So the idea was that Rigathi wants to have sympathy from Kenyans, whereas Kenyans have already known that he is a tribalistic kind of person. So he's seeking for sympathy. So because he's seeking for sympathy, his bloggers have created the narrative that he wants to be impeached. Yet nobody has presented a motion in parliament to have him impeached. Nobody has presented a list for signatures to be collected so that he can be impeached, even though many people believe that he is impeachable. And because he has already indicated that he's a tribalistic kind of person and is not a nationalistic person, then he ought to have been impeached even yesterday. So this is just a narrative which Rigathi has created. Is that the case? Someone also somewhere had said that the main reason why Rigathi is aggrieved is because of a chopper. If he is given a chopper, all these complaints will just end. Because if you remember, soon after the cabinet was dissolved, Rigathi appeared to be happy. You know, partly I know he was happy because he realized that Kithure Kindiki had been fired, Murkomen had been fired. You know, some of those people who used to fight him had been fired. And then, boom, all of a sudden, William Ruto reinstated them. That is now where you realize that Rigathi Gachagua started now, you know, being a bit, you know, defiant, not trying to, you know, respond to Ruto's events, you know. That is what we saw. So someone said, if Rigathi is handed over a chopper, you know, if he's given a chopper, Rigathi will definitely cool down. That all these things are because he doesn't have a chopper to use for his own transportation means, because, especially according to what Duale said, that the person who authorizes the usage of choppers is the president, because the law only allows the first family to use the chopper. That is the president and the first lady to use the chopper. And also it allows military personnel to use the chopper. Only those. So any other person should be if William Ruto allows it. So Rigathi knows that, especially after Duale made it clear that that's the way it is out there. So Rigathi knows it. He knows that the person denied in the chopper is William Ruto. That's why you find that ever since that allegation came up that he was denied a chopper to use when he wanted to tour Rift Valley for tree planting, that is in April, ever since that allegation came forth after the burial of CDF Ogola, Rigathi has not been happy with William Samoei Ruto. So all these allegations that is going to be impeached or is impeachable, you know, these impeaching calls could be because there is that realization that William Ruto is slowly sidelining him. Is that the case, ladies and gentlemen? Mathenge, the Nyeri town member of parliament, has sought to clear his name from these constant blames from the bloggers of Rigathi Gachagua. I don't know whether Dennis Itumbi is one of them, because Dennis Itumbi ni kama ako katikati, is between either supporting Ruto or supporting Rigathi. We don't know where Dennis Itumbi is allegiance right now is in, because there's confusion in Mount Kenya to either support William Ruto or support Rigathi Gachagua. But Rigathi Gachagua seems to be on a path of destruction for UDA, especially after Malala, who was his friend, closest friend in the UDA, was ousted. So the fact that Malala was removed from that position of Secretary General has already put Rigathi Gachagua at a very tight position. Now, if he had plans of takeover of UDA, those plans have been sabotaged by that movement. So it's not going to work. So Malala will definitely opt out of UDA and choose to go for another party. He was in ANC, yes, but after resigning, he joined UDA. But now ANC is also folding up to join UDA. So there's a confusion in ANC, especially after that declaration from Mudavadi with the governor, with the Lamu governor yesterday, that ANC has been given a mandate to join UDA. So that's a mistake, honestly, but that's what Mudavadi seems to be finding can work for him, you know. But Wetangula's position is different from Musalia Mudavadi's position. Wetangula is not ready to fold up Ford Kenya, but Musalia Mudavadi has already dissolved his party. It's also on the verge of dissolving the party. So personally, I think for someone to do that, huyo ni mtu ambao hakuwa na good intention at the party, because the party has organs, has people there, workers there. So if you fold the party, that means all those people are rendered, wanakuwa ni watu ambao hawana tena nyadhifa pale katika ile party. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to rest my case here, but you've seen what is happening. This matter of Rigathi Gachagua, there is something that we need to ask ourselves about. So the question that I would like to put to you, the big question is Rigathi creating an impression that he will be impeached? Is that what we are seeing? You know, is it a narrative just like what we experienced with Ruto and Uhuru? When Ruto decided to create a narrative that he was being sidelined, despite the fact that that was not the case. So is Rigathi Gachagua trying to play that game here? Just go below in the comment section and offer a reaction on that. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.